Well guys, I hate to say I told you so, but it looks like yet another Mozilla product isn't worth using. But the reason why might surprise you. Today's video is sponsored by none other than Incogni. Now Incogni is my favorite data broker removal tool, probably because the owners of this company don't have a history of making websites that host your information. That's a spoiler for this video. Click the link in the description down below to get Incogni. Now, Incogni is my personal favorite and top rated and reviewed data broker remover service. This will go to websites like White Pages and remove your information for only $78 a year, which is like half the price of other competing services, like Onerep, for example. So click the link in the description down below, lock in this deal, and let's get back to the video. So guys, you know when Mozilla just like 1 month ago partnered with Onerep to make a tool called Mozilla Monitor. Basically what this tool does is it scans websites just like Incogni does and removes the information. They were too lazy to do it themselves, kind of like they did with their VPN. They just kind of white labeled Molvad, and now they're white labeling Onerep. I guess it wouldn't be the hugest problem in the world if Onerep was a reputable company. That's a lot of reps. But unfortunately, there's this huge information, this huge article that really kind of, in my opinion, might have signed the death warrant for Onerep, and especially maybe Mozilla's partnership with Onerep when it comes to Mozilla Monitor. This is what it says. CEO of data privacy company Onerep founded dozens of people search firms. Yikes. It's not exactly clear to me on this one if he's still running them and then also selling a service to remove information from websites like the one he ran. Regardless, if that's not the case right now, if he no longer runs those companies, it's still definitely kind of a shady look, because it seems like the guy's just kind of profiteering off the current modern trend. It's kind of like data selling, data mining, and then transitioning to protecting that data you've been collecting and profiting off users for a number of years. That's just my opinion though. Let's go ahead and read some of the bits from the article. So as it says here, the data privacy company Onerep bills itself as a Virginia-based service for helping people remove their personal information from almost 200 search websites. However, an investigation into the history of Onerep finds this company is operating out of Belarus and Cyprus, and that its founder has launched dozens of people search services over the years. So it kind of discusses the basic pricing models. So apparently Onerep kind of brags about how it's made partnerships with Permanente Medicine and Kaiser Permanente and even police departments in the United States. I don't know if that means they're removing information for police officers or something like that, maybe, in case they don't get people coming after them, maybe. But apparently Onerep has its founder as Dmitry Celeste from Minsk, Belarus, as does Celeste's profile on LinkedIn. Historic registration records indexed by domain tools say Mr. Celeste was a registrant at Onerep who used the email address dmitrycox2@gmail.com. It's just like some more collaboration with this evidence here. Apparently there is this website called Nuber.com. It's a people search service whose employers all appear to be from Belarus, and it's one of the dozens of people search companies that Onerep claims to target with this data removal service. So they made a website and now they're getting paid by customers to remove information from that website. Oh, yeah, that is really bad. Onerep's website disavows any relationship, interesting, stating quite clearly, please note that Onerep is not associated with Nuber.com. However, there is an abundance of evidence suggesting Mr. Celeste is in fact the founder of Nuber. Constella found that the Minsk telephone number has been used multiple times in conjunction with the email address dmitrox@gmail.com. Recall that Onerep's domain registration also lists the same email address. It appears that Mr. Celeste sought to reinvent his online identity by adding 2 to his email address. The Belarus phone number tied to Nuber.com shows up in domain records for AskMachine.org, and Domain Tool says this domain is tied both to the same email addresses. There's some more collaboration here. Apparently, the same email address is associated with the registration of 179 domain names. apparently including dozens of mostly now defunct people search companies targeting citizens of Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Israel, Italy, Japan, Latvia, and Mexico, among others. So there wasn't just one, there was tons of these websites that this guy. So it includes Nuber.France, Nuber.at, Nuber.china, so variations of this website. So I guess both a lot of these websites offered the same exact opt-out process, being pretty much kind of clones of each other and how they operated. But apparently in early 2016, when OneRep began offering privacy removal services right alongside their own open displays of your personal information, at this point, when you found yourself on Nuber or OneRep, you would be provided with the option of opting out your data on their site for free, but also be highly encouraged to pay them to remove it from a slew of other websites. What the hell is going on? So it seems like you could get your website removed from the website they own for free, but you had to pay them for other ones? But apparently part of that payment was removing you from their own website as a benefit to their service. So I guess you could manually opt out. This is really confusing. Apparently, some of the people were reached via LinkedIn but refused to answer questions. Apparently, it doesn't look good either because OneRep's domain is kind of removed from the web archive, which is never necessarily a good sign for transparency. Apparently, there's also tons of other websites listed like right here that were also people search websites, tons of other ones. The story gets a little deeper. Apparently, this same email address was related to aggressive email marketing campaigns, related to spamming like enhancement drugs on different websites. I guess someone else from another one of these websites like Incogni said, I would consider it unethical to run a company that sells people information and then charge those same people to have those information removed. So people in the comments are obviously saying this is not a good look for Mozilla, and they're wondering if Mozilla did their research into the people who made this company and their background and running these websites. Probably not, I would say. Other people are also commenting the same thing. So yeah, it's not quite exactly clear what's going on or if OneRep will reply to these paper trails. But at the end of the day, I would say you might be better off using Incogni than this service. And I'll be putting a link in the description down below.